Hi, welcome to class. Today is Qigong for athletes. Qigong is a beautiful practice that comes from China. It's a few thousand years old. It predates Tai Chi, and basically Tai Chi evolved from Qigong. And the reason why it seems to work really well for athletes is Qigong helps you bring down your cortisol levels, your stress hormones, and increase your testosterone. And it's a beautiful practice where you do less and you feel more. And I've noticed when I train athletes, this practice works amazingly well in your off season. So when you're not training too much and you're kind of taking that time to recuperate and rebuild and recenter. So let's get to it, see how it feels, notice what shows up, and let's see how we feel at the end of this practice. So take your toes pointed straight. Let's start with good posture. So your toes are pointed straight, your tailbone is tucking. Just take a moment to breathe. Take your hands under your belly. So you feel the ground catching you. For example, like your tailbone is getting heavy, your shoulders are relaxing, your chest is nice and open. Without pulling, you can just feel the breath inflating you. Come back to a soft, easy breath that you can feel in your hands. You're not really trying to do anything, you're not trying to change anything, you're just here today. Check in, notice, and let go. Take the hands out, make sure your toes are still pointed straight. We always work with good posture. If the toes are pointed out, you want to scooch them in. Take your hands to the sides. Imagine you're holding two tennis balls or ping pong balls, and you just start tapping side to side. So the hand that's going behind me is tapping the mid back, and the hand that's in front is tapping the sides of my stomach. So this is called knocking on the door of life. It's a really nice way to build a bit of heat, a bit of space, and just twist side to side as you tap. And tapping the sides of my spine. So not the spine directly, left and right side. Finding my breath as I move. And then bring the hand that's in front to the chest, tapping your lung points. Give it a nice tap so you can feel it, but not too hard that you hurt yourself and not too light that you don't feel anything. Waking up the lungs, and then take the hand on over your collarbone, onto your traps, and just tap into it. You might find a sore point over there. It's a really nice point to tap into to relieve any brain fog and when your mind is all over the place. So breathe into it. And then come back to the chest. Come back to the stomach. And let that go. Just come back and do nothing. Notice that tiny little shifts in movement, opening up the spine. Notice if it changes something. Now feel like your legs are locked in cement, your hands come by your side, and imagine there's a beautiful cherry tree on top of you, and you reach one hand up and you try and grab a cherry, and then you reach the other hand up and you try and grab a cherry. And whichever hand is going on top, the hip pulls down. So if my left hand goes on top, my left hip is pulling down. I'm mirroring you, so you get the gist of it. Just flicking these beautiful cherries on top with your breath. So inhale, exhale, come down, inhale, reaching, exhale, come down. Move with the breath, move with ease, gently making space. And then take both your hands up, press the palms away as you pull the fingers in. Hands are pressing away, fingers are pulling in. So there's a little bend in my wrist. Drop your chin to the center and roll your neck to the left. And then down the left. So just working one side of the neck. So inhale as you go up and back. Exhale as you come down and forward. Inhale up and back. Exhale down and forward. Move to the other side. Inhale up and back. Exhale down and forward. Inhale up and back. Exhale down and forward. And release, let that go. Let's open up the chest with our breath. So you want to take the hands up, make fist, roll the chest open, and then you come in, you put your hands together like you're an X in the X-Men movie, and then you squeeze. So I'm tucking my tailbone and I'm exhaling and sinking in. So my hands are opening with the fist, rolling my chest, inhaling, and then exhaling. Oh wait, the motion goes the other way. So as you go down, you open the chest up to the sky, rolling your hands back, and then your hands come in front of you, and then you tuck the tailbone and you exhale. You let the back of the hands go down as you open the chest, rolling the shoulders, inhaling, and then you come to the center and you crunch all the way down. Let's do that one more time. So the hands float out. Inhale. Open the hands up. Opening the chest. Deep breath. Hold the breath as you come to the center. And then exhale and crunch. And let that go. Opening the chest is such a nice way to build a bit of space in your body. Take the legs a bit wide. And start to move the body like a river. So you're pressing into one foot and then you're pressing into the other foot. Pressing one side and then the other side. Rolling your spine, rolling your body. So it's like someone's pulling my hip and my head comes last. So as my hip pulls, the opposing leg pushes down. The hip pulls and the opposing leg pushes down and my head just flows side to side. Start to loosen the lower back. Add your breath into it. Loosen the shoulders. Loosen the spine. Find your breath as you sway and move. And then maybe drop one hand to your foot. Take the other point the toes to the same side you're twisting. And then lengthen out your fingers. So I'm getting nice and long in my leg and hand. Then drop the fingertips down, roll to the other side as you inhale, opening your chest, lengthening your hand, and then drop it down. So you're just feeling the stretch, you're not really sticking with it. You feel it, and then you release it. You feel the expansion, inhaling. Exhale, you let it go. Deep breath in, inhale, stretch. Exhale, let it go. And every time you might find an inch, a centimeter more space, a bit more space to breathe in, to open and twist. One more time. Last side. Inhale and twist. And then come to the center. Point your toes forward. And just fall down. Move left, move right. Feel that space in the hamstring. Catch your feet. If catching your feet is too much, you can just come about halfway, bend your knees, and just try and get your chin down. But if you have space, make the best of it. Take it. And then tuck your chin, roll your spine up. Scoot your feet in. Adjust your articles of clothing in case you have any wardrobe malfunctions with all of that movement. And then just come to the center. Start to roll your shoulders. As you roll the shoulders, take your hands in. So one hand goes to the ground, the other hand presses up to the sky. So then you're pressing into heaven and earth. And the hand that's facing the ground, you're going to turn over to that side as you press and look behind you, looking over your chin, overlooking your shoulder. And then as you come to the center, the hands make like a windmill. And then the hands switch. So the opposing hand is on top, pressing the sky. And then the other hand is pressing the earth. Inhale. As you twist and look over your shoulder. And then as you come to the center, you windmill the hands. Exhale. And then switch again. So inhale, press up, get tall, and twist. Exhale, windmill the hands, get smaller. Inhale, press and twist. Exhale, windmill. Sink into it. So it's like you're sinking into the spine, and then the breath inflates your spine and opens you up. Exhale, sink. Feeling that action of the chest releasing and then inflating and pulling. Maybe you feel 2, 3, 6 inches taller as you stretch and move. Last time, last side. Sink into it. And then press and breathe. And come back. Take your hands under you, inhale. Exhale, drop it down. So moving up the spine with your breath, inhaling. Exhale. Inhale up the spine. Exhale, let it go. Point your toes forward and just tap the heels onto the ground. Shaking the shoulders, maybe shaking the neck side to side. Just loosening any tension in the muscles and the fascia. The whole practice of Qigong is we move into the muscles to build a bit of heat, a bit of warmth, and then we let that go, find a sense of emptiness. And then we use our skin, our fascia, our tendons to do most of the work. So as an athlete or a bodybuilder, we have a tendency of building big muscles, but the tendons and ligaments are where things fall apart. So take this opportunity to reduce your cortisol as well as build strong and dynamic and fluid tendons, ligaments, fascia, and the connection with your bones. Let's take a deep inhale and then sigh as you release. Don't think about it, just let your neck go, let the shoulders go, let the fingers go. And then pause and stand and notice any lingering effects of that tapping that settles into your fingertips, into your mind, into your shoulders. Qigong is a practice of looking into the body and letting the mind do its own thing. And then we invite the mind now and then to pay attention to what we're doing with sensations and feelings. So make sure your toes are pointed straight. You still have good posture. And take your hands in front of you like you're holding a tree. So I'll show you from the side. The back of my hands are pressing away. And imagine someone's pulling your shirt behind you as my tailbone tucks. So it's like I'm pressing my hands forward, my shirt is pulling back, and my tailbone is tucking. So feel that action, feel that movement, and then let that go as the hands come to the center. And then you feel the tucking and pressing. So you're pulling your shirt away, and you're pressing the hands away. So inhale as you come in. Breath lifting, and then exhale, the hands float. So inhale, filling tall. Exhale, sinking, feeling all those posture points, the hands pressing away. And then inhale, loosening. The hands are like paintbrushes floating in the air. And then exhale, you're pressing through something viscous. Inhale, rising tall. Exhale, letting go. So you eventually start to move very slow Imagine your hands and bodies moving through peanut butter or honey, whatever is your dessert of choice. It has a bit of a viscoelastic property. So as you move, you feel like the air is getting thicker and heavier. Exhaling as you sink and stretch. So feel the skin expanding as you do this. And then as you inhale, you feel like you're lifted up, like sails of a boat. Exhale, filling up the skin all around your body. And then inhale, rising. And then press your hands down. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, sinking. Just take a moment. Breathe. Notice how that felt. And then you can take your legs a bit wider. Work into the lower back, into the water element. So I'm going to mirror you. So you can take your right hand, place it behind your lower back or your mid back. Then your left hand comes in front of you. So the palm faces forward, the back of the hand faces your head. And then you move over to your left side. And you go down as you scoop water up from a lake. And then your fingers are like paintbrushes painting a Zen circle in front of your face. So exhaling as you go down, bending your knees, bending your back, lifting up the water from the lake. And then inhaling as you paint a Zen circle in front of you. So your hands are relaxed, your shoulders are relaxed, everything is nice and easy. As you inhale and gently paint that beautiful circle in front of you. Exhaling as you go down, it's like a deer drinking from the lake. Exhale, painting the circle. Your fingers are like paintbrushes. Can you slow the breath down a bit more? Exhaling as you go down. Inhaling as you come up. Exhaling as you go down. Inhaling as you come up. And then pause with your hand in front of your face, the other hand behind your back. And then windmill the hands, switch them. So your right hand comes in front of your face, palm facing out. Your left hand goes behind your back. And then you move over to the right side as you go down, scooping up the water, keeping your knees bent. Your lower back is released and inhaling as you come up. Exhaling as you go down. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you go down. You can go slower or faster, it's your choice. I'm just a reference point. Slow the breath down. Feel like you're moving through something viscous. Like the air turns into honey and you have to use a bit of effort to slowly move through it. So your hands scoop as you go down, exhaling as you lift the water. And then with gentle paintbrushes on your fingers, you paint a Zen circle in front of you. Eyes can be open or closed. Feel your entire body come alive. Can you feel the skin in your feet, in your arms, in your stomach, in your neck, everything waking up? A connection to you and the world around. All coming together with your breath. And then just pause. The right hand in front of your face. And then drop the hands down. Take your hands in. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Bring your feet slightly in. Toes pointed straight. Your hands fall down in front of you like leaves resting on the top of a lake. And then you turn over to one side, it doesn't matter which one, in a bit of a 45-degree angle. The hands lift up like water coming up the branches of a tree, the trunk of a tree, and then opening up into the branches. Then you turn to the center as your branches unfurl, opening up your leaves, and your hands come down and settle back on the lake. Then you turn to the other side. You inhale as you rise. It's like you're drawing water up from your roots into your trunk, into your branches. Then you hold the breath as you turn to the center, and then you exhale and open up your branches, unfurling, unraveling. Settle down, turn to the other side. Inhale. Hold the breath at the center as you twist, and then exhale and unravel. Feel that sensation in your hands and your shoulders. As your hands find a home on the lake, hold the breath as you turn to the other side. Inhale, rising. Hold the breath as you turn to the center. Exhale, unravel, open. Lengthen out the breath. One more time each side, turning. And then breathing, water coming from the roots into your trunk, into your branches. Hold your breath as you twist and turn, and then unravel. Exhale. Open your branches and leaves to the world. Hands come back to the center, turn to the other side. Inhale as you rise. Hold at the top as you turn to the center, and then exhale, unravel, open. We'll take 3 breaths in, let the hands come down. Inhale to the center. Exhale, push it down. Inhale to the center. Exhale, let it go. Inhale up to the center. Exhale, let it go. Take one hand under your belly and the other hand mirrors it, just underneath. Bring your feet to touch. Take one hand out as you reach out and breathe. Exhale, you sink the hand in front of your mind, your heart, and your belly. Inhale, reaching the other hand out. Exhale, sinking mind, heart, and belly. Inhale, reaching out. Exhale, centering mind, heart, and stomach. Inhale, other hand goes out, recentering. Exhale, bring it back in. And then let your hands fall under your belly. Loosen your shoulders, loosen your knees, keeping your eyes closed. Sway like a bamboo in the wind, or like seaweed in the ocean, side to side, swaying with a gentle breeze or a current. Letting go of all tension, letting the practice wash through you. Not controlling, not doing. In your practice and our daily lives, we tell our bodies what to do. We're always pushing and pulling and have goals and ambitions and targets to meet. Take this moment here to allow the energy to move through you, instead of you asking the energy to do something specific. Find a sense of ease, a sense of peace within your being as you sway, and just letting the wind and currents take you. deep-rooted feet into the ground, and the supple, soft branches swing with the gentlest breeze. And then slowly take your feet back out, toes pointed straight. Take your hands over your belly. And just find your breath, recenter. Circling back around to how we started this class today. Notice what's changed. Body, mind, spirit. I hope you feel a sense of ease, a sense of peace with a nice balanced energy to take on the world, to do whatever you want to do. Take a deep inhale. Audible sigh. Let your hands go. Move, stretch, release, open, breathe. After a practice like that, I always find a sense of ease within my mind. When I open up my eyes, the colors look different. Everything feels different. Notice how you feel, and come back to this practice anytime you need a top up. And I hope it enhances your practice and your life, and you find a sense of ease. Come back to this anytime and notice how it develops with the more you practice. The first time is always a bit, you're figuring things out, and the second, third, fourth time, your body starts to connect because it's a familiar place that you've been in. And I'd love to know if this enhances your practice in any way, and I'll keep coming up with content like this if it serves you. My name is Warren. Thank you for practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed your Qigong for today. Peace.